What's going on, guys? It's Matters. We're going to be talking about
Advanced Warfare 2 being a real thing. Let's go through the info here. Sledgehammer Games is set to develop Advanced Warfare 2. Now, first off, Tactical Rab responded with this beautiful picture of Temp here. Now, a lot of people are saying this is going to be terrible for comp, and I don't know if I agree. I was doing a lot of GBs back in 2015. I was trying to go pro. You know, believe it or not, I'm not that good at Call of Duty anymore, but back then I was a tryhard, and I thought comp was a ton of fun. And I think a lot of pros, I've seen some tweets, they may be trolling. They said, yo, I'd go back to the AW days. Jetpacking was fire. Optic was dominant. You know, I don't know. I feel like it could be pretty fun for comp, but let's go through overall how this would impact the community. Do we want another exosuit Call of Duty? Are we ready for Sledgehammer to come back and make an Advanced Warfare sequel? I mean, a lot of crazy stuff here. So first up on the article, as we edge further towards the launch of Modern Warfare 2 and the introduction to Call of Duty 2.0, some questions remained unanswered for the future of Call of Duty. Sledgehammer Games aims to strip away from World War shooters and instead return to the battlegrounds of the future, ushering back in an era of Advanced Warfare on the now unified IW9 engine. Leading up to the release of Call of Duty Vanguard, Sledgehammer's narrative team originally had the desire to further explore their world and make several sequels involving Vanguard's cast of characters. Glad that's not happening. However, with Vanguard falling short of expectations, Sledgehammer was back at square one, tasked with pitching a new idea and trust with having something conceptually ready for executives to give the go-ahead. Sledgehammer brought to the table the topic of Advanced Warfare, a departure from the contemporary success of boots-on-the-ground combat back to a more fast-paced sci-fi shooter focused back on Advanced Warfare's frenzied sense of movement. Given the reception Infinite Warfare received back in 2016, it might make some franchise fans skeptical. Between the three mainline developers, they seem to have developed and separated into their own niches with setting. As Warzone continues to age, so do strategies for bringing on fresh experiences to the playground, which could include their own futuristic twist on the Battle Royale formula. Sledgehammer's sequel to Advanced Warfare has been slated to release for 2025, only a year after Treyarch's premium title. So first off here, again, it is very obvious this is so far out into the future. Who knows for sure what exactly is going to happen here? At this point, Sledgehammer does have to start developing their game. Vanguard's life cycle is pretty much over, and if they are making their own premium COD again, they have to start now. So it would make sense for these initial rumors to come out, but it's so early that they could easily change course. They could be making a different game, and we just don't know for sure what's going to happen here. So of course, again, very early rumors here, but my personal opinion is that AW2 would honestly be a ton of fun and a good thing to mix in between the current COD offerings of Warzone, the Modern Warfare series, and the Treyarch series, which again will all be boots on the ground. And for AW2, you know, I think what's more possible here is that they go ahead with a futuristic style Call of Duty, but we don't see the return of, you know, the exosuits. I feel like if they do this here, exosuits will not be returning, just because of the fact that we know that COD wants to bring together Warzone and all of the Call of Duties every year to streamline the process, to make everything fit together more, to have players seamlessly transition between Warzone and the current premium Call of Duty release. So having an exosuit COD and then going over to Warzone, which will probably stay boots on the ground, would not fit with that agenda. So that fact alone makes me think even if there is going to be an AW2 game, they're not going to have it with exosuits, which does suck because, again, back then in AW, I mean, I was in the 8th grade, 9th grade, I'm pretty sure. I barely played Exo Zombies, but as I said earlier in the video, I grinded AW's multiplayer. I was trying to go pro. I was doing GBs, joining teams. I mean, I was all about that game. I loved the movement system. I thought it was so smooth. I thought it was so much fun. And maybe if AW came out nowadays, I wouldn't enjoy it as much. Maybe it's partly nostalgia. Maybe it's partly because I was young and all I was doing was just playing Call of Duty. So it was just the perfect time for me to grind a Call of Duty. No matter what came out back then, I probably would have grinded it. So it could be partly that. But overall, Advanced Warfare did have a lot of cool aesthetics. The maps were really sick. The designs were cool. The guns were fun to use. Of course, besides for the supply drops and all of the pay-to-win stuff, AW was a pretty interesting and fun game to play. So I could see them bringing back that style, that aesthetic, that fun nature of AW, removing the supply drops. Of course, they're not returning most likely. We have battle passes now, and we have microtransactions where they're making most of their money. So pay-to-win stuff isn't returning there. And overall, again, exosuits I don't think would return, but the futuristic setting, the color, the weapons, the fun stuff, I mean, that could all work, and that would be really sick to see. So I don't know if Sledgehammer Games is going to make another Call of Duty. What do you guys want it to be? I think AW2 is perfect. I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe it's a different title. Maybe it's just an overall futuristic game, but not a sequel to AW. Who knows for sure, but overall, I think it could be pretty sick to see. And I'll talk about in a separate video how this may impact Treyarch's year 2 for their COD 2024 game and what could happen there. But overall, again, AW2, is it possible? Yeah, it's definitely possible. Is it likely, though? Probably not. It's still so early, so who knows for sure, but I think overall, I'm in the camp that I'd be open to see what AW2 is all about. So let me know down below your opinions on Advanced Warfare 2. If it were to return, what would you want it to look like? What would you add, remove, keep the same? Let me know down below. Subscribe for more MW2, Warzone 2, and I guess Advanced Warfare 2 news, update videos like this. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.